And there it is, wrought by ManLab from the dust of the earth and some landfill. And Sam's given it a bit of a polish on the outside and there to make it look presentable and designerish. Excellent. Right, it's time for lunch. Because we've made a lemon squeezer, we thought we should do something that involves some squeezed lemon. And the only thing we could think of, to be honest, is pancakes. So, pancakes it is. Here is what you do. Take a bowl, start with an egg, break it, put the egg in the bowl like that. And then you take a whisk and you sort of bash the egg up a bit until you've got a sort of yellowy liquid. Now you need equal amounts, roughly, of milk and flour. If you use a mug like this, a typical workshop mug, you will end up with enough mixture to make somewhere between a dozen and 16 pancakes. So I've already pre-filled one with flour. There's milk. You can bung all the milk in to start with your egg, and give it a good stir. What we're looking for eventually is a mixture, the consistency of a good quality single cream. Right, that's the easy bit. Now we've got to add the flour. You can't just dump the flour in a great big blob, otherwise you'll just end up with a sort of big blob of eggy flour. You sift it in through something like this, you know, the sort of thing that you strain your pasta in or whatever. Equal amount of flour to milk, remember. Put the first bit in, like that. Very gradually sift and stir vigorously. Sieve, 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 sieve. Right, that's the last of the flour going in. Now, it's interesting that when I was a boy, I believed fervently that pancakes were only available on Pancake Day. I didn't think it was possible or even legal to make them at any other time of the year. Of course, the Americans have embraced them as the, well, basic sustenance of the people, really, a bit like oats are to horses. Anyway, that's the mixture. Look, you can see it is pretty much like a good quality single cream. That's the consistency you're after. Now, to this lovely mixture, we add a spoonful of sugar. I always keep a spoon in my pocket. Decent, healthy spoonful of sugar. And, people often forget this, a pinch of salt. Really a couple of turns on that. Bit more stir. So it's a good idea to leave the mixture to settle for 4 or 5 minutes because that improves it apparently. Whilst that's happening, we shall put on the pan and melt a bit of butter. You don't need a lot, that is a knob. Butter is melted, we are ready to have a go. A ladleful of the mixture and wee. Sorry, can we edit out that stupid wee noise? It sounded really poncy. The first side of the pancake will take anything between sort of 40 seconds and a minute. It's really not very long. Sort of a bit like doing an omelette, I suppose. You make sure it hasn't stuck around the edge where it's at its thinnest. It's done. It looks like a poppadom. Shall I try and flick it and then you can edit it out and... I honestly haven't done that before. Right, about another 15 or 20 seconds on that side. Let's squeeze a lemon. Are you ready? Here we go. It works! No reason why it shouldn't, really. Oh. Look at that. Completely squeezed. A couple of pips in it for authenticity. Lemon juice. That's very good. What we can also do with this first pancake is add some of Sim's homemade blackcurrant and engine oil jam, which he's brought in. There it is. Looks like a pancake, doesn't it?
I would have rolled it up, but is that just...
Yeah, you can roll it up if you want. I know it. I did say this first one is a bit thick.
Nice lemon.
Yeah, well squeezed.
Actually, damn delicious jam.
Let me just try that. That jam's good, Sim. How do you make jam with a bandsaw anyway? That's amazing. So just to recap, an egg, equal amounts of flour and milk. The mug measurer means you're getting enough for about sort of 10 or 12 pancakes. Add a spoonful of sugar and a pinch of salt if you want sweet ones. Leave the sugar out, I should have said, if you want to make a savoury, more Frenchy style one. Small knob of butter in the pan, melt it and cook it, but don't burn it. And the lemon squeezer, I don't know if I've mentioned this, but it works.